It's about 10:30 in the morning. This is my second attempt at doing this video. I don't know what happened to the first one. Oopsies. Anyway, so now that I know what to talk about, I can probably move through this a little bit quicker than the first time. As you guys know, I'm quite fond of blabbering on for half an hour about nothing. So today I have a quick card share to show you. A product showcase using a product that's new to me, but certainly not new. I think it came out last year. It's the Fawn Mom and Me stamp set, Mother's Day focused. It's got a lovely mom and grandma script sentiments here and a bunch of other sentiments, a couple of images, fox and owls to stamp and color, and then a couple of solid image stamps that you can use your colored inks with. And I actually had a lot of fun with that. And I like the way that they mixed and matched. A couple of the other products that I had used, I used some ribbon and also some of my Wow White embossing powder, which is a new product to me. The white one, I really like how this one heat embosses. And also I grabbed the old, and you guys have seen this before, from AliExpress quite a while ago. Last year sometime I got this 6x6 paper pack called a Foxtail, and it has a lot of beautiful mint greens in there, as well as the oranges from the fox and the neutral browns. So I thought that would be actually kind of springy and not super fallish, so I used the papers in here as my backdrop. So without further ado, here are the 4 cards that I have done with this stamp set. I have this one with the owl and the baby owl hugging on the tree stump that I've stamped with one of the Mom and Me. And here's that background paper, some ribbon. This is just inexpensive ribbon from Walmart. This blue background paper is sort of like a faux watercolored, and then this green polka dot paper. These are both leftover papers from another project that I thought that I would use up, and I had just the right amount to do all 4 of the cards, so I thought that was really cool. These are some of the stamped images. I used my Ranger die inks to do the stamped images, and they die cut beautifully. So there's that one with the owls. Here's another Happy Mother's Day with the fox. Kind of the same thing, just different paper and different image, but I really liked the colors that I used on the fox. And here's Mother's Day card for Grandma. This one says, "You're a hoot," mix and matching some of the sentiments from the stamp set. This orange ribbon, I don't know if you might recognize this, if you know where that's from. It's from the December Hero Arts kit. It came tied up in that lovely orange ribbon, and I had a little bit left, and I thought it looked really nice with some of these papers. So there you go. Using stuff up. That's the theme today. Where it's becoming more and more, now that the time is passing, it's becoming more and more of a reality that we plan to move in like 3 or 4 months. So I really need to be using up instead of collecting more. Anyway, so here is this one that I had done, and I didn't do any fun interactive, anything with these cards. I just was trying to get through them. These are literally the last of the ones that I was planning to do for Mother's Day. I need to get these up in my Etsy shop, and I need to do it quickly, so I just wanted to, I had the images stamped, I just wanted to throw them together in some cards. I really liked the way that they turned out, and here's the last one, using the fox with Grandma. I didn't know how I was going to like the solid stamped images along with the coloring. It turns out I really like them together. I really liked the way that these scrap papers look together, and I liked the way that it all pulled together. None of the colors traditionally go together, but somehow to me it still works. And I really like it. I think it's really unique, and I hope that someone enjoys it. Unfortunately, both of my grandmothers and my husband's grandmothers are gone. They've all passed away, so these will go into my shop. But this set, I really did enjoy working with it. I think that the images and the sentiments can mix and match with a lot of other stamp sets, particularly Fawn. They're all kind of engineered to kind of go together anyway in terms of size. Definitely worth the investment. And this, the tree stump and the accessories, the solid image. Fawn doesn't do a lot of that, at least with their newer stuff. So it's a really good investment piece to me anyway, and I can see a lot of other uses that I'll get out of this, and some of the puns, of course, that I enjoy. The "you're a hoot" and "you're so clever" and "you give the best hugs" and "I'll always love you." Those are great sentiments that will work well with a lot of other stuff. So that is my product showcase. I hope that you've enjoyed and you found it inspiring. If you have this set kicking around from last year, definitely dust that off. So today, not too much going on except that I need to do some work on my Etsy shop. It is Easter weekend, and then pretty much immediately after Easter weekend, starting Monday, Mother's Day, and then to a lesser degree but still important, Father's Day stuff on Etsy. It's going to be really important, so I'm really going to be dedicating most of today to making sure that my Etsy house, my Etsy shop is in order in terms of the search terms that I'm using in my listings and so on and so forth. If you know anything about Etsy, it's not as simple as just putting a pretty picture of something up there and expecting it to sell. You actually have to know how the Etsy search engine software works and make sure that you use that to your advantage by using the proper keywords, proper words in your titles and tags to make sure everything, you know, that you get found and so on and so forth. They call it SEO, or search engine optimization. It's certainly nothing that Etsy owns. Etsy doesn't own the patent for it. It's a big pain in the ass no matter where you sell online. So I'll be working on that pretty heavily today, and possibly even tomorrow if I can squeeze some time in for that. Tomorrow, Leah and I are joining my mother and taking a mini road trip about an hour and a half away to spend time with my niece. It's her 2nd birthday tomorrow, so we'll be spending a little time with her. Sunday, we do not celebrate Easter here in our family. We're atheists. So we do not have a religious link to Easter, but we do sort of view it as a nice spring celebration. And of course we are lovers of bunny rabbits, and we have a pet rabbit. So Leah likes to call, our rabbit's name is Daisy. Leah calls it Daisy Day. So Easter is kind of a day of appreciating our pet bunny rabbits. So we do a lot of rabbit stuff. I do a little candyless Easter basket of goodies for Leah, just kind of spring themed or rabbit themed stuff. We're actually traveling down south to Massachusetts. It also happens to be my mother-in-law's 70th birthday. So we're having a surprise birthday party for her on Sunday. So basically I'm not going to be home all weekend, and I just really have today to get my Etsy shop stuff done. So I'll be working on that. I did want to bring up really quickly, I had a DESTASH a couple of weeks ago on my channel, a DESTASH some crafty stuff. I did mostly stamp sets that went unexpectedly well. I wasn't expecting stuff to move that moved. I wasn't expecting to sell anything, and it worked out really well. So I thought that I would try it again, if you guys don't mind. A couple of reasons. First of all, I would rather you guys have first crack at something. Secondly, although I'm quite well versed and familiar with selling stuff on eBay, I can sell items directly to viewers quite a bit cheaper, because unlike on eBay, I don't have eBay fees to pay. eBay charges commission fees on both the item price and the shipping charges, which is a little bit unfair, but nothing I can do about it. So I can sell stuff cheaper to you guys. And then, of course, the other very obvious thing is that it's a lot easier for me to just talk about it for a moment on the camera than it is to sit down and to take pictures of it and so on and so forth on eBay and get everything listed. So I will probably discount a little bit further, even because I don't really have to put much work into trying to sell it on YouTube. So if you're interested in anything and you want to score a good deal, definitely tune in. I will have I'm going to try to keep it all into one video, but it might end up being more than one video, and I might separate it by genre or item next week. We'll see how it goes, but either way, the video will be clearly defined as DESTASH. So if you are in no way interested in shopping for my DESTASH stuff, then certainly do not feel remotely pressured to look at it. Again, if nobody wants anything, that's perfectly fine. I've been selling on eBay for over a decade. It's a really no huge issue for me to go ahead and try to liquidate my stuff that way. I'll be fine, so no worries. But I have a couple of goals, as I've mentioned before, and you guys know we're hopefully moving this summer. We're relocating. I need to get rid of some stuff. So I have a couple of personal goals that I would like to accomplish in terms of clearing out certain areas. For example, I have 4 large boxes of stamp sets. I'm going to try to get that down to 3. So I did just a quick pass through earlier, and I have all of these stamps here that I'm going to try to liquidate. A lot of nice stamp sets, some brand new ones even, and even we talked about the Hero Arts kit stamp sets that I won't be using. So this is just a first pass through. I might even have more stuff to add to it by next week, who knows. I'm probably going to destash some paper sets. My ATG gun, I never use it. I'm probably going to destash, I'll get it again, but I'm probably going to destash my We Are Memory Keepers laser square mat that I literally just got like 2 months ago, but I haven't had a chance to use it, and I don't anticipate being able to use it until later anyway, so there's no point in packing it up. A couple of other things, probably some embossing folders, stuff like that. So I'm going to keep going through all my stuff. So if you're interested, definitely look for those DESTASH videos next week. I will ship internationally. I'm based in the United States, but I will ship internationally. There's only a very small handful of countries that I can't ship to, and that's just because my shipping insurance doesn't cover them. I think Italy is one, Brazil might be another. I'd actually have to look it up. I can say with certainty the countries that I ship to all the time aren't an issue. Japan, Australia, the UK, Canada, Germany, those are not a problem at all. I'm well versed in shipping to your countries, no issues. I believe most of my viewers are probably American anyway. Nobody else would understand my Yankee accent. So yeah, so if you have a question, if I can ship to your country or not, just drop me a message, excuse me, or whatever. It's probably not a problem. There's literally just maybe half a dozen countries that I can't ship to. And as you guys know, I sell stuff online for a living anyway, so I already have the postal scale and all of the shipping supplies and so on and so forth. I do, depending on what I have to use for shipping supplies, if I use just like a priority mailbox, those are free. But if I use like one of my mailers or whatever, I might have to charge 12 to 25 cents for a handling fee just to cover that, because it's it technically belongs to my business, so I have to buy it from the business to use it to ship your stuff. But again, it's like 12 to 25 cents. So hopefully that a handling fee. Hopefully that's not an issue. I certainly don't charge anything for driving it to the post office or whatever. It's literally just because we have to buy the stuff from my business. But that is about it. So yeah, I brought all of that up just because if you're getting more than one thing, I already know how to package it up and get you the best deal. So we can figure out how to get you the least expensive deal to get your stuff shipped to. Anyway, so look for that next week if you're interested, and if you're not interested, don't even bother looking next week. I hope that you guys have a really nice Easter. Happy Easter if you celebrate. Safe travels if you're traveling. Happy spring otherwise. You guys take care. Have a nice weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.